Palace Intrigue now has merch. Check out the hats, t-shirts, mugs, and other great items with Palace Intrigue, Deep Crown, Good Times, Kate is Wonderful, and more. There's free shipping, and for a limited time, get 10% off with the code NEWMERCH10. Go to caloroga.com, that's CALOROGA.com, or look for the link in the show notes. We really appreciate your support for the show. Thanks.
Caloroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. King Charles was all smiles as he celebrated the work of his foundation alongside celebrity ambassadors, including David Beckham, Sir Rod Stewart and Naomi Campbell, at the King's Foundation inaugural awards ceremony in London on Tuesday evening. The event, which took place at St. James's Palace and is set to become an annual fixture in the King's Foundation calendar, showcased the work of students, teachers, alumni and partners who have contributed to the organisation's charitable efforts. The foundation, based at Dumfries House in East Ayrshire, is the custodian of the Highgrove gardens and offers workshops, programs and short courses focused on heritage and craft skills at its Barley Court education centre on the estate. During the event, Charles and Beckham were seen laughing and discussing England's chances in the Euro 2024 championships. The former Manchester United midfielder told the King, "We'll be ready, Gareth, we'll be ready." King Charles presented the final award of the evening, the King Charles III Harmony Award, to South Korean diplomat and former UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon. In his speech, Charles said, "I really am delighted to be here with you all at the inaugural King's Foundation Awards and to present the first King Charles III Harmony Award. This award was created to recognize the individuals who champion the values which underpin the King's Foundation's mission and my own hope for a world in which we live in harmony with nature." The King also paid tribute to Ban Ki-moon for his tireless dedication to promoting those values internationally. Should you wonder why Meghan Markle didn't enjoy life as a royal, consider the itinerary of Prince William. The man who will be king visited Cardiff Metropolitan University to celebrate the innovative use of seaweed by various businesses. Royal insider Deep Crown commented, "Oh, the very thought of Meghan Markle attending an event like Prince William's visit to Cardiff Metropolitan University is enough to make me chuckle. Can you imagine the Duchess of Sussex feigning interest in the innovative uses of seaweed by various businesses? It's a far cry from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, that's for sure." No wonder Meghan struggled to adapt to life as a royal, the endless parade of mundane engagements, the need to appear enthusiastic about even the most obscure topics. It's not for everyone. While Prince William, the future king, graciously fulfills his duties with a smile, it's clear that Meghan's aspirations and interests lie elsewhere. And if you want to hear more of Deep Crown, we have a special show every Sunday only for subscribers. And if you'd like to be a subscriber, you'll get this show commercial free along with hundreds of others from Caloroga Shark Media. Just check out the link in the show notes for more info. You can do it on any player. A source tells New Idea that Harry and Meghan are making contingency plans for a Trump presidency, which results in Harry being kicked out of the country. According to the source, the Sussexes are worried sick over the prospect of Donald Trump becoming president again and making good on his vow to kick Prince Harry out of America. They're putting together a contingency plan that would see them flee the country with their children, Archie and Lilibet, if Trump does return to office. The Independent reported Meghan Markle's new lifestyle brand name America Riviera Orchard is being used to sell adult colouring books via an unknown online seller. It seems a Shopify page is selling adult colouring books, including one labelled Working Class Royalty, for between £8 and £16, depending on size. The Working Class Royalty colouring book is currently sold out. However, 2 financial planners are still available, priced at £8 and £16. Now, before we all giggle too much, it appears that adult colouring books means colouring books for grown-ups, and not anything naughty, although that would have been much more fun. Mike Tindall, the former England rugby player and husband of Zara Tindall, Queen Elizabeth II's granddaughter, was photographed wearing a pair of revealing blue swimming trunks on Bondi Beach in Australia. The trunks, which read Vanilla Mike, were part of a matching set worn by Tindall and his rugby podcast co-hosts, James Haskell and Alex Payne. Haskell sported bright pink trunks featuring milk carton designs, while Payne's black trunks read For the Game. The trio, who hosts the popular podcast The Good, the Bad and the Rugby, travelled to Australia to explore what the country has to offer beyond its rugby pitches. The eye-catching swimwear chosen by the three friends has garnered attention on social media, with many fans admiring the look, which was far less reserved than your normal, everyday royal attire. Palace Intrigue will be right back. The anti-monarchy group Republic has accused the Metropolitan Police of attempting to use the European Convention on Human Rights to prevent protests at the upcoming Trooping the Colour event this weekend. According to Republic, the police have cited human rights legislation as a justification for shutting down a nearby protest, claiming that it would infringe upon spectators' rights to enjoy the parade. Republic has called these grounds spurious, stating that human rights legislation does not provide a right to enjoy a day out. The King is set to make a high-profile appearance on Saturday during Trooping the Colour, which takes place at the Horse Guards Parade near Buckingham Palace in central London to mark his official birthday. Republic, which advocates for the abolition of the monarchy, claims that the Metropolitan Police initially told them at the beginning of the month that the force was relaxed and had no issue with the protest location. However, the police have since demanded that protesters move to a place that is out of sight of the parade and media. Alexander Larman, writing for The Spectator, says, "The attack by animal rights activists on the new portrait of King Charles, currently on display at the Philip Mould Gallery in London, is both depressing and predictable. It is depressing because it suggests that any work of art, whether historic or contemporary, is now fair game for a bunch of privileged, often spoiled young men and women who wish to draw attention to their pet bugbear in an infantile and ostentatious a fashion as possible. And it is predictable because in this country and overseas, there have been so many similar occurrences recently. The organization responsible for the vandalism, Animal Rising, might not have the name recognition of Just Stop Oil, but they are operating very much in the same vein, describing themselves as a non-violent, people-powered organization working towards a sustainable future where humanity shares a positive relationship with animals and nature. All very commendable, yet King Charles' commitment towards the environment and animal welfare, both through his ecological concerns and his work with the Duchy of Cornwall, has been sincere and lifelong. It is hard to think of any monarch who has had such a keen interest in all wildlife, rather than merely regarding them as beasts to be hunted, ridden, or eaten. If he, as well as the RSPCA Farms, was intended as a target in some way, it has backfired badly. Their childish and destructive stunts might attract attention for a few brief moments, but their actions also risk normalizing a sense of philistinism in modern society that will inevitably result in higher insurance premiums, fewer works of art on public display, and far more security. Were it up to me, I'd send a lot of them to the Tower of London, chuck away the key, and see how many jokes about Wallace and Gromit they felt like making after that. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice. Write us a review. Leave 5 stars if you love the show. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.